Alrighty.
We're live.
Woo! We're fucking live. Episode 2, baby.
Do it, man.
Episode 2. Beer Budz.
Best episode yet.
I mean, we've only had 2. This is probably going to be the better episode. The first one was like trial and error.
No video on that one.
Yeah, so it's already better, dude. Oh, shit. Anyways, first of all, we're the Beer Budz. Once again, I'm Carlos.
Daniel.
And we're going to be actually reviewing a special treat today because you know what today is? Actually, so when we're recording, on the day we're recording this, just so you guys know, because we got shit to do also some days, we're recording on the National Beer Day today. Today's National Beer Day.
Friday.
Yeah, happy National Beer Day,
August
guys.
the 3rd, yeah.
It's fucking awesome, man. We're going to go We're going to go drink some beer after this.
We're gonna drink some good beer.
And get a steak.
Argentinian beer and steak. And some cocktails.
I'm excited. I haven't gone yet, but Daniel says it's really good, so I'm really fucking excited.
Super bummed.
But today, because of National Beer Day and because what's happening tomorrow, which is when this episode is going to go live, which is Saturday, does anyone know what it is? If you don't know, well, we're going to tell you guys. Daniel, it's Daniel's favorite beer type.
Today.
It used to be Daniel's favorite beer type. What is it, Daniel? What is it?
The IPA, man.
IPA day. So
West Coast all day. IPA.
Yeah, that's true. So for me, I actually never really liked most IPAs. Daniel for a really long time loved IPAs. Like Lagunitas. I don't know what else.
Too, huh?
What else was it?
Lagunitas, Stone IPA, and I don't know, mainly Lagunitas. Yeah, but like I think it's because like everyone who lives in California loves In-N-Out.
Wait, I know,
they're from the West Coast, and IPAs are from the West Coast, so it's like
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't like IPAs
or In-N-Out. So I'm not from the West Coast, so I don't like either way, and that's a different story. I think for another time, I will definitely go into that if anyone ever wants to hear about that. Why I don't like In-N-Out and all that shit.
Where you live.
But yeah, today, when this episode goes live, so we're going to talk like it's that day. It's IPA day today.
Saturday.
It is Saturday. Obviously, August 4th. Yeah. 2018, IPA day. We're coming at you with 3 awesome beers today.
3 West Coast IPAs.
Oh, they are all West Coast? All right, see, so Daniel already did research, which is fucking awesome because I actually haven't even checked into like what we're drinking. I don't even know what it is yet. It's actually a surprise for me. So right now, Dan's getting up. He's gonna check it out. He's bringing it out for you guys. First People on YouTube can see it.
First one. Let's do it. So this is. I guess I'll show. I guess this will be like on Instagram and everything, right? So
yeah, it'll be on there.
This is
YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sorry, quick plug. Everything. We'll be on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, tune in, like every single podcast you could think of.
The free ones. Until Patreon opens it. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're doing 3 Weavers. This is the closest to us too. 3 Weavers in Inglewood. And I've only had their beer once before at Arroyo Seco. And I don't even remember which kind it was, but it was really good. And I'm excited to have an IPA from Inglewood on IPA Day Eve.
So I've never had anything from 3 Weavers. So when did you have this one? You said you went to Arroyo Seco? Which Arroyo Seco? Because I went to with one to
the second time.
This year's Arroyo Seco.
This year's. It was in June.
Okay. So this is from, where did you say it's from?
Inglewood.
Okay, so where the homies are at.
The homies, man. Right off the 405 in Manchester. and it's a legit place because like I was reading and they asked, because you know how usually we're like, hey, do they have good food or whatever? Yeah. These guys are like, no, we don't do that. We just do good beer, and you bring your own board games. You can bring your own food. So we definitely got to check this place out.
Yeah. So the can actually looks really cool. It actually looks like a wheat can, I'll be honest. Actually, no. You know what the can is? It legit is the hops. I was like, that's what the plant is. So if you're on YouTube, you can see it, but on the can, like what that plant is the hops. That legit. It looks like it's the hops plant. But the can looks really cool. It's a green and black, so definitely check it out. So I don't know if Daniel researched this, but he'll tell you anything about 3 Weavers. Have we found out anything? What does make an IPA? Do you know? I'll look it up.
Yeah. There's a cool history. You should look up the history. I kind of vaguely like heard it on another podcast where like it was back when like they had to get beer from Europe. And in order to make it across, I guess, the sea or the ocean, they had to preserve it with extra hops because hops preserve it. So then when they got here, they had to jack it up with hops so it could still be like drinkable.
Oh, okay. That is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. So when the people, or there were soldiers that went back from, I think it was a colony in, that's why I want to look it up. I want to say it. But it was a colony somewhere in, I don't know. But when they back into Europe, like they were asking, these soldiers were asking, "Hey, I want the Indian pale ale, not a regular pale ale." And they're like, "What is that?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's like an extra bitter beer." Because I guess once that hop gets to you, like you just start to crave it.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that's what happened.
No. Like I'll look it up, but that sounds accurate, man. Because it does say. So I did a quick search right now just about what does IPA actually mean for you guys out there. First of all, a lot of people might think that because it's in the name Indian Pale Ale, it did not originate in India. Just so you guys know. I think most beers actually come from a European type of descent, like Spain. When we talked about Mexican style lagers, those were from Spain. Remember, European, right, Australian and Spanish, or no, Australian German. I think it was Australian German. I think so. Yeah. But IPAs are like in England, like you said, 19th century. And there's actually three main styles of IPA. Three main styles, meaning there's more. Because I know I see more than this. There's American style IPA, which is West Coast, English style IPA, and double or imperial IPA. Damn. I think I've seen something called a triple IPA and a quad IPA. I don't know what that actually means yet, and we'll go into what in one episode each meaning, like what does each name of a beer mean, you know, like the quads and triples and all that. That's gonna be a harsh episode. Yeah, that's gonna be a harsh one. That's gonna be a sick learning curve for us because we drink beer and we drank a lot of beer. I think like different types of beer in our life. Like I mean a lot, over 100 for sure, over hundreds.
We dabble. Yeah,
we dabble, but we don't actually research what we drink. So this is our attempt at doing that. But yeah,
crack it open real quick.
Yeah, crack it open. So we're cracking it open. Oh, look! You guys ready to hear it? Yeah. Put it right next to the mic so we can hear it. Oh shit, that got me a little wet right now. Actually, that really got me excited. I don't know about you guys, but that got me really excited.
Especially all the IPA talk.
Yeah. It's been talking about it does make you. If you like beer, you know it makes you. Now, let me clarify something. Drink responsibly. We're not alcoholics. We do this because we like the actual taste of beer. I'm not an IPA guy, but that doesn't mean I can't like taste it and see if I enjoy it. You know what I mean? But let's see here. Okay. My first taste on it. I'm not an IPA person, but I think this IPA person has actually a really good balance. And I'll say this because I know what they use to make it of hops. It actually has a really good balance of hops, I think. So it's not too bitter. And that's my problem with IPAs. For most IPAs, when I taste them, it's too hoppy for me, man. Because, I don't like that shit.
Like when it just hits you in the face.
Yeah.
Like, if your friends ever try a beer and you're like, try this one, it's like, bas.
Yo, Lagunitas is a fucking... Lagunitas fucks you, man. Like, one time we got a 6-pack and we went to a concert, Mumford & Sons concert.
Oh, yeah.
And we couldn't bring in the beers. And so we had to down the beers. I had Guinness black lagers. By the way, correction on previous episode, it's not lagers, it's lagers. We were calling it lagers. Because if you look at the spelling, it's L-A-G, which means lag. And you just add ER, it should be lager. Right? Sagger. It's not saugers. You know what I mean? That's like equivalent. Oh, but anyways, it's pronounced lagers. So like I said, we're learning. We drank a lot of beers and whatnot, but we had to down some Lagunitas. We went to the Mumford & Sons concert, and let me tell you, I tried downing one and I almost threw up.
Yeah.
Trying to down the Lagunitas.
We all did. But I think that was like, whatever, different story.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, man. Like, what do you think? So this is good, huh?
Yeah, I actually do like this one. So we had to compare it. I don't have a standard for IPAs yet because I never liked most IPAs. So for right now, because I don't know which IPA would be the golden standard for me. I'm going to give this right now the golden standard because it is pretty decent. Yeah. So I'll give this the golden standard. That doesn't mean it's a 10 out of 10. I give it like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
As an IPA or as a like overall like all beer style?
IPA. Normal IPA styled, West Coast IPA styled beer. Normal.
Nice.
8 out of 10. For sure.
Yeah. That's great, man. Because like this is good, and it's cool because it's the one that is the closest to us right now. To travel the least to get to us.
Yeah.
Inglewood. So that's awesome. So 8 out of 10.
And if you guys want to learn more of IPAs, by the way, there's a site called bergofbeer.com and it talks about IPAs. Just so you guys know, English style IPAs actually differentiate from American style IPAs because they're less hoppy.
Indian style?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
so
which ones?
Americans compared to English style. So any European type of IPAs are less hoppy than American.
Oh, yeah.
That's also probably why I'm always like, they're so fucking hoppy.
Dude, because you live in the land of hops, man. Everyone brewing here is just like, let's kick their ass. Yeah. They're like, we're going to fucking fuck shit up.
And so what I noticed researching this is it says you may, like what they say is that you may notice like flavors, like strong flute flavors and a gold to copper color when you pour them for the English style ones. And they range from anywhere from 4.5% to 7.1%.
It's also an added benefit.
Yeah.
And that's
less alcohol.
More alcohol.
So us Americans, we're stronger because we drink from 6.3 to 7.6. Just so you guys know. We can handle more alcohol. We're the real men.
You know what's funny is I was listening to this other podcast. I think it was, I forgot the name of the Beerist. These guys are pretty cool. But there's this in Lagunitas, in their tap room, they have a cool like sign that says East Coast brewers are pussies.
Oh, I think I would agree because like based on what we've seen from European, they tend to be a little on the lower side, man. Like American style IPA 6.37%, 6%. And the Imperial IPA is also a very standard thing. That's also primarily American as well as 7.6 to 10.6%. Then there's the session IPAs, which is on the lower side. So
those are the ones you can do chill session. Huh?
Yeah. Just know there's a lot about IPAs, and if we were to go in depth on every single type of IPA, the episode would be fucking long. So we're not gonna do that. We're reviewing what these three. We're just giving a brief discussion on the typical IPAs that you'll see and encounter.
Yeah.
Probably in a future episode we will. Maybe next year's episode we'll actually do a full. We'll go like through what. Just straight up, not even reviewing the beer, just talking about what IPAs are.
I think we need to do like an episode soon about like a double IPA, at least because.
Oh shit, dude!
Because I love IPAs, so I've had like. I've had a double IPA I guess it's more bitter, but it's more drinkable than like a regular IPA.
Okay, yeah.
Which is weird, and it has more alcohol. It's like 8%.
Well, yeah. What I've noticed is some alcohol that has actually high concentration, like the Imperial Stouts. They have insane flavor. They're really good. The problem for me with those is like you really gotta like you sip those. You like drink them slowly. They're not a chugging beer. They're not, and you just enjoy that beer because the high alcohol concentration. If you try to start chugging it, then it's just ends up ruining the flavor, in my belief.
Sometimes you don't care about the flavor and you just want to get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how good. That's how it started, I think. That I could just have one.
I know. That's how we start with beer. We just wanted to get fucked up. We didn't even start with beer. We started with fucking wine coolers, guys. Anyways, that's enough of that. We're going to the next one.
You know what we should do? We should.
He's getting excited.
Yeah,
you guys should see him on YouTube.
Because I'm getting an idea. So we have this friend David. He got us into wine coolers.
Oh, yeah. So I hated them. I won't say I got into them.
We should have some MDs, some Mogan Davids.
Oh, shit.
Episode and have David come on and like...
I'm scared.
Hold on. We have to...
I mean, he's right, though. But we're going for the next one.
We have a little more.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll just shut it out. Yeah, we're just going to finish off the Three Weavers one. But I think my ending verdict for this is an 8 out of 10. And we didn't get too in deep of it, but which I do apologize for that. We're still trying to learn, try to go through emotion. And we appreciate any of you guys who are here with us listening. But if I had to describe the flavor, I mean, I can't describe IPA flavors for you guys. I'll be honest. Like drinking it, I always just taste a IPA. But this one, I actually do taste a little citrus in it, probably. I don't know if it has citrus, but... Most IPAs tend to taste a little bit citrusy.
Fruity, yeah.
Yeah.
Like for the next one.
Yeah. So I just think this is a very standard IPA taste, but it's a good IPA taste. So think of any IPA you ever had. It tastes like that, but probably better than what you're having. I don't know. It's definitely better than Lagunitas. I'll say that much. I think because it's not too hoppy. If you don't like having too much hops in your IPAs, or you like having a nice balance, I think this is a perfect balance where it's not too hoppy and has a good flavor to it.
Yeah.
For me, that's an 8 out of 10. For 3 Weavers, good job, you guys.
Yes.
On your IPA. Is it just called 3 Weavers IPA?
Yeah, 3 Weavers, and I believe that the founders are all women. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, progressiveness. we're
Inglewood.
We're contributing
awesome.
to progressiveness.
Yes.
So what'd you say?
I mean, I think I agree with all you said, because I think it's a great IPA. So it's like you were saying, I think it's like a safe bet.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going to get an IPA on IPA day,
that's a great way to
go to 3 Weavers.
Yeah.
And get the... Dang, what was it? What was this called? Their IPA is was it like Expatriate?
Yeah. Okay. See, so I didn't know Expatriate. Yeah. So it's called the Expatriate. There you go.
Yeah. So I give it. Yeah, dude. I give it a 7.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
7 because. I mean, I like a more bitter taste, I think. And
again, I would recommend for IPAs, definitely go to my boy here, the Beer Budz Daniel over here, because again, he is more into the IPAs than I am. So I think that's reasonable. I would trust his recommendation for the IPAs. Regarding the IPAs, actually, for you guys out there, when we're doing this, like rating, just know that this is still based on opinions. We might be wrong, depending on what you guys like.
We're definitely wrong. Most things.
But we've tasted a lot. I think we can. I believe we can actually recommend pretty well what we think is good beers, or like that you won't dislike it too much unless you dislike a certain flavor or taste. Then we would recommend.
If some taste gross, we'll tell you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll fuck you over. We promise. All right. So what's the next one, baby?
All right, next one.
I'm excited, man. I love doing these episodes. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, this is work doing the podcast, and I enjoy it though. But I love drinking this shit.
We're going to Sacramento,
and we're not alcoholics. Oh, we're going to Sacramento.
We're going up north,
land of the babes and the hot man.
You want to go north or south?
Christine is north. Let's go north.
All right, okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to go to Canada.
Let's go to Canada.
And Christine is your wife.
No, she's not. Shh, don't listen. I'm single, girls.
Okay, cool. So, man, this is a good one. I've never tried anything for these guys. Track 7, Golden Guava Indian Pale Ale with guava, brewed and canned in Sacramento. Alcohol percentage 6.5, and IBU is 60. So find out what IBU is. I don't know what that is.
I looked that up a long time ago. What IBU is? I'll look that up real quick. But I think Daniel already had done research on this thing. I will say, by the way, any beer that has guava in it tends to always taste pretty decent. Like, I don't know what it is about guava. I mean, I know how the fruit tastes, but like when you mix it with beer, it just tends to have a really good flavor. Guava and mango, watermelon, man. What else is there?
Blueberry.
Blueberries. Oh, there's some good blueberries, but generally they've been like meh.
Good blueberry lager, like a week ago.
Lager, yeah, that's
pretty
right.
fun. Oh, my bad. So, guys, the 3 Weavers IPA was a 6.9%, and I don't think they have their IBU on here.
Yeah, I remember IBU being something. I feel like it's his measure. I'm looking it up right now, so don't even worry, you guys. I'll tell you guys. But Dan's gonna pop it up for you guys.
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, okay. So IBU is bitter. It's a bitterness scale.
Nice.
So there you go, IPAers. Bitterness scale. So this one's at a 60. So go ahead and
check. Yeah, this one's 60. Let me see. I couldn't find the IBUs on that one.
On the 3 Weavers.
Ooh, this one's color is way different.
I'm checking out what the IBU is for the 3 Weavers IPA. Expatriate. Let's see what that one is. I was actually trying to mention something, you guys, about drinking. So we don't encourage alcoholism, you know. No, I'm just letting you guys know. We drink beer and we do this because we like it and we like the taste. But know that we don't drink daily and we don't think it's correct to do it every day.
Yeah.
So real quick, I'm just gonna restart our camera for our viewers on YouTube. Dan's gonna take you through it right now.
So let's do this. Golden Guava IPA. So track 7. Track 7 is from Sacramento. Oh wow, this beer has prizes, man. So they won. What is this? LA's International Beer Competition, Bronze American Style Fruit Beer. I'm excited for this fruit beer, man. This is gonna be good. San Diego's Fruit Beer All 2017 and Silver Out of Bounds IPA US Open Beer Championship. I don't know what that is either. But
basically it won shit, yeah. And I actually will tell you right now, I don't think it was even that cold. So it's got a little like not warm, but probably almost room temperature. But I fucking love this IPA. It's fucking good, dude.
Really good.
This shit is really good.
We're having some technical difficulties here.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's their timer.
Oh, yeah, that's a different timer. It doesn't matter. But this guava beer is pretty fucking good, you guys. I'll give it. Now, I'm not gonna rate it yet because I don't surprise it, but I'll tell you this much: it's taking up the gold standard. So we're kicking down 3 Weavers IPA from an 8 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10. Maybe, nah, you know what? It's not 1 point lower than this. I think it's 2 points. So it's 6 out of 10 for 3 Weavers. So it's still not a bad beer. I think 3 Weavers, I'm not gonna like bash on them. 3 Weavers, sorry if you guys ever happen to come across it.
I don't think they care.
I don't think they care, but they care. 3 Weavers IPA I think is still a decent standard beer. Standard IPA, and that's not a bad thing at all. That's not a bad thing. This has fruit in it. If you don't like fruity IPAs, don't get.
I think that's where we're biased too, though, because you and I have always liked the fruity beers.
Yeah, well, we like the beers that have some fruits in them because, like, I like sours. But the thing is, I also like stouts, and stouts don't necessarily have fruit, but they do have like chocolate, coffee. Or some type of tasting, right? Yeah. But it's just because the fruit adds that little change of taste in the beer, and I find that like very enjoyable for me at least. And it doesn't even make the beer less, so here's the thing: people are like, oh, beers are for men, whatever. I'm like, to be honest, men out there, like, beer, dude, is like less than 10%, most of them. And like if you look at wines, like the cocktails and shit, like quotation marks women drink, those shits are above like 15%, and there's some shit like 10%. So
but those cocktails are good. Yeah. I'm excited for tonight. We're about to have some of those too.
So honestly, beer is for anyone who enjoys it, and beer, in my opinion, is a beer that is for tasting. Wine is for tasting, and cocktails are for tasting. Just drink what you like, because honestly, beer is on the lowest in terms of alcohol like concentration. I don't think anybody should be like, I'm a man, I only drink like this beer. I'm like, dude, you're drinking like less than who knows how much % of beer, right? So
yeah,
it's not even big.
The craft beer also gets a bad rep. Well, we have a bad rep because it's like, I guess it's like the nerdy beer. You know what I mean? And like people who drink like Bud Light's like, oh, dude, I only drink Bud Light.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Or Corona, man. Like, what is that other beer? It's so weird. Yeah. But yet my beer has like triple the alcohol percentage. But I'm not trying to like say your beer sucks.
No.
Even though it tastes like water.
It's weird because a lot of this has to do with people's like, so we're Mexicans, so a lot of our older folks, just so you guys know, like people on YouTube could probably tell, but a lot of our older folks like fucking love like the old shit, right? So like Bud Light, Corona, Pacifico or some shit. They're like, oh, it's super manly, right? But I'm like, I think they consider manly because it's part of it came from Mexico, and they also think it has a lot of alcohol or something. I don't know, but the truth of the matter is it has not a lot of alcohol concentration. I don't know what makes it manly.
Maybe because they can drink like 12 pack.
They can drink a lot and get fat out of it. Yeah. Their bellies. But I'm not trying to diss on anyone who likes Corona and Bud Light, by the way. Disclaimer. You guys can like what you want.
I think we can talk shit all we want because I don't think anybody who drinks that beer is going to be listening to a beer podcast, right?
That is possible. But we don't want to discourage you. They might be new to it. They might be trying to learn, you know what I mean? So if you like Corona, you could like PBR Corona, but like we're not discouraging you. We're just saying like, we're just saying open your minds. Don't be closed-minded to just like Corona and this,
That's good, man. I like that. Open your mind.
Yeah, like figure out
a good beer. Like so much good beer. Like and we live. I guess who knows where you guys live, but we live in Los Angeles, California.
Beer mecca almost.
Yeah, we're
fucking
so
awesome. Yeah, we are spoiled. I mean, Europe too, though.
Oh yeah,
not all of Europe, but
yeah, but like I bet you it's. I mean, I don't know. Like to find an IPA in Europe. Would that be? Oh, you know,
IPA no. IPA is definitely not.
Yeah, so like I mean, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
Europe would be sick.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go there eventually. We should probably do an episode one day
in October.
That'd be fucking. That's awesome. That's a great idea, Daniel. Everybody give a clap to Daniel. Beer Budz. we are thinking of doing live episodes of Beer Budz too in the future. And we get more followers. But we're gonna continue doing this every week. Because it's consistency and that's what matters. Because you can't expect to be... It happens to some people. You get popular like fucking day of or like next week or like in a short amount, a month. But it's all about consistency. Anyways, enough like rambling on about random shit.
We probably rambled a lot.
Yeah. But that's the point. This is impromptu. We're not scripted. You know, we're going to review those beers for you, but... You guys just gotta come along with the journey. We're learning as we go. You guys don't like some of the shit us rambling on. We'll stick straight to the beers.
All right, check this out. So I was on their Track 7 site and check out these types of hops. So we got the Citra hop, Crystal hop, Mosaic, and Sycamore.
Wait, so what is this for?
Simcoe. Oh, this is the types of hops there are. So there's a bunch of different types of hops. So that's how they're combining all these different hops. I guess they buy them from like people that grow hops. And I think the part of the we never mentioned too is like that in the West Coast, the reason why we have so many IPAs is because like it's easier for people in the West Coast to grow hops.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right? So
because we are like a farming country. Idaho too is and shit like that.
Yeah, so then I guess they have all these different types of hops. And then this beer has all these, I mean, I'm sure like we didn't even do the Three Weavers Google search on this, but I guess there's all these different types of hops they put in it. And this one has these specific Citra, Crystal, Mosaic, and Simcoe. Tropical flavors.
Okay.
Tropical hops.
So this is for the one we're tasting right now, which, what was the name again for it?
This one is Track 7 Golden Guava.
Okay. So, going back to Golden Guava, Track 7, where are... Sacramento?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so...
Sacramento.
For the Golden Guava IPA from... I forgot the name.
Oh, Track 7.
Track 7. I'm sorry, you guys. Track 7 Golden Guava.
This is the first time I hear about this brewery.
Yeah, it is the first time I think I've had anything from them. Maybe because I've had so many, and we go to like this place where they switch out the beers every week.
We go to a bunch of places every week, and we always try
like new beers. So we always do fights because we always want to try new beers. That's why we never do like ounces or pints. We only do pints when we find a beer that we really, really fucking enjoy.
Like a Rusty Monk.
Yeah. Oh, Rusty Monks. Enough of that. We're not gonna go into that right now. If we ever review food, we'll go into it because Rusty Monk is fucking.
We should do beer food.
Bavarian pretzels with beer at the Rusty Monk is fucking uptown radio. Holla. Anyways, so going back to Golden Guava IPA from Track 7, Sacramento. I'm giving this shit. And I'm biased to it, but if you guys like a little hops in your beer, a small amount of hops with a taste of what kind of fruit would that? See, the thing is, I know it's guava, but I wouldn't say it tastes like guava. I mean, guava is almost like peach, but like a peach. So peach tasting IPA with a small amount of hops. That's how it tastes like. Not that bitter. When it goes down your throat, it's pretty fucking smooth. It might linger in your throat a bit, some of the bitterness, but that's with almost every IPA. But for sure, this is my golden standard right now, and that is because maybe I'm biased to fucking fruity beers or beers that include fruit in them. That's the best way to put it, actually. I give this a 9 out of 10 because when I had the previous one at a gold standard, I gave it an 8 out of 10. But that was because I didn't really like had a gold standard to compare. But this tastes way better, and it's my new gold standard, so I had to give it 1 up, so 9 out of 10.
Wow, that's awesome.
So good job, Track 7. You guys got my approval.
7. West Coast boy likes West Coast beer.
I mean, I like good IPAs. Okay, I won't down IPAs, but I like good IPAs.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. This is weird because like I'm thinking about like a fruity beer, you know, with that guava. I'd give it a 9 because like it's like a.
I got 2 9s.
Yeah.
Oh shit! So there you guys. Oh my gosh! Sorry about that. That was some random shit.
It's like a hybrid, like a hybrid IPA. Then.
Yeah.
Because I want to like.
I mean, it's still an IPA. IPAs are made with citrus all the time too, like oranges.
Yeah.
So
I guess there's so many IPAs now.
Yeah.
That like
you can't call it. I think you can only call it a hybrid if it's mixed with a different type of style.
Type of beer.
Yeah, different type of style. Maybe it's the way it's made is different.
True.
Right. So actually, I did a quick search for you guys for National IPA Day, which again. Cool thing there's a National IPA Day. I hope there's a National Stout Day because I want to do stouts. But I did a search about 9 solid choices according to the internet, what other people think is like IPAs you guys could check out. So one is Heady Topper. I don't think I've had that before. I don't know where it's from because it doesn't say.
No.
But
what's it called?
Heady Topper. So Daniel will check that out for you guys. The Beer Budz. So another one's Smith IPA. So I'll say that I've had Smith IPA and I do think I remember it being pretty decent.
Guess where Heady Topper is?
I'm pretty sure Heady Topper is California, guys. Southern California. If it's not, then I'm an idiot. The next one is Ballast Point Sculpin. So, okay. If you guys had Ballast Point, their beer on can is okay, I would say.
Okay.
Tap Ballast Point Sculpin IPA, which is mixed with grapefruit and like hints of apricot, pineapple, whatever. It's so good compared to the can. The can of Ballast Point Sculpin is not as good as if you get it in tap. And everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows this. But there is a huge difference. So if you guys...
You're drinking it at the brewery.
Yeah. And you're drinking it, the flavor doesn't get destroyed from the transportation. Because the reason they carbonate is to try to keep the flavor intact. The reason you get head on your beer is to preserve the flavor, right? So... But because it's on tap and that's where they brew it, it's so good there. I'll be honest with you guys. You guys ever at Long Beach in USA, California, check out Ballast Point Sculpin. Really good. Really good on tap. On can, I give it a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I don't think it's that great.
What was their rating for the Sculpin draft?
Okay,
from the brewery.
Yeah, from the brewery, I'll probably give that one 9 out of 10 for sure. Yeah. 8.5, maybe 8 to 9. Mm-hmm. I think I like this one more. I would have to retry the Ballast Point Sculpin, but yeah. So that's one. Next one's Firestone Walker Easy Jack IPA. Melvin Brewing. We tried Melvin Brewing actually last week for Mexican style lagers, which was called Jesus. That's one of the beers we tried, but their Chuck Morris IPA, which is a double IPA. Noda Hop Drop and Roll, which won the 2014 gold medal at the World Beer Cup, which is fucking impressive, by the way. I actually know what that is, and that's impressive. Hop and Grains, a Pale Mosaic is another one recommended. Wicked Weed Brewing Pernicious? All right, something like that. And that's from Mosaic. I have had beers from there. We've had it. I just don't know what it was, but we have had beers from Mosaic.
Wicked Weed.
Wicked Weed Brewing Pernicious. I don't know if it was IPA, but we've had that. And then the last one is Great Notion Juice Jr. And then Great Notion was, so this is what this says. Great Notion was rightfully named as the maker of the best IPA in the country by Pace Magazine recently.
Is this number 1 then?
And they're from Portland. So we went to Portland and I'll tell you this, guys. California and Portland, beer meccas. Go to Portland, Oregon.
We're still talking West Coast though.
Yeah, we're talking West Coast, but right now, like in the future, we're probably gonna go back to Portland.
You know, guys, that's kind of like a good and a sad story at the same time because we chilled at Portland for like, what was it, 4 days?
Yeah.
4 nights?
It was cool.
4 nights, 5 days.
Yeah, 4 nights.
5 days, probably. We were there for a concert.
4 days, 5 nights, I think.
Oh, that's even worse. Because like we were chilling in our Airbnb,
Because we left like a Thursday.
Yeah, we not even once did we go to a brewery.
Oh yeah, that was sad.
And we had at least like 5 breweries within a quarter-mile walking distance.
Yeah, and we weren't running. That was sad.
That was very sad. That was, I mean, but it was.
Was it really 4 days in? I don't think it was 4 days in. I feel like it was less.
We watched a lot of Netflix and did some yoga, but it was fun.
And we ran like every day. Like we did run every day, 10 miles about at least. Yeah, we ran 10 miles every day. Yeah, we did run 10 miles almost every day. Anyways, final verdict. Enough rambling on about random shit. Sorry about that, guys. That was another long episode.
This is beer talk.
Yeah, this is beer talk, and honestly, we can't. If you guys want shit straight to the point, review 3 beers, just get to the point. That's it. Let us know. We'll do episodes like that. That's kind of to us. That seems a little boring, but it's up to you guys. Honestly,
that's gonna be hard for us.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. We can do 20 minutes a podcast. Where we straight review just a beer. I think that's better left for YouTube though, where YouTube you do short little episodes about reviewing the beer. So
nobody's gonna watch this long video. But you know what? If you guys want that, just make sure to hashtag more beer, less banter.
You're fucking a genius, dude. Anyways, ending with again banter.
Track 7. Guava. Golden Guava IPA.
Golden Guava IPA. All right, I remember that now. I should remember that because I like it. Track 7, Golden Guava IPA. 8.5 out of 10. Sorry, I'm adjusting my rating because I gotta think about the future.
9, right?
It was a 9 before, but I'm adjusting my rating because I gotta think about the future.
From Sacramento too. So I like knowing like where it's from too.
Mm-hmm. But so again, 8.5 for me. Beer Budz Carlos, it's going to be an 8.5 out of 10. Adjusted rating. And the flavor for it is, again, it's not too hoppy. So if you guys like not too hoppy, a little bit of like a apricot, what did I say? No, peach tasting kind of flavor.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Too.
Apricot, peach, something like that. Apricot. Tasting. I mean, they're kind of in the same tree, right? But then I would definitely recommend this beer if you guys didn't like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So let's see what Daniel gives it.
Oh yeah,
he's a true IPA master.
Didn't I rate? I don't remember.
I think you did give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, you gave it a 9 out of 10, but I don't know if that's still your ending verdict.
Oh shoot, because you adjusted yours right now. So man, yeah, I'll chill with the 9.
Okay, so there you go.
Like, that's a great IPA. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, it is good. I gave it an 8.5 for future reference, but like at the moment, it still is a 9 in my head. But I'm thinking about future IPAs. But I do think it's really good though.
It sounds like,
and this is coming from Dine. Yeah, no, it was good, dude. Yeah, I am excited for the next one. Daniel was right though, man. Remember, he is IPA man, and if he gave it a 9 out of 10, you guys should definitely try this beer, even if you don't like.
But who knows? Disclaimer: my favorite IPA is Lagunitas.
I mean, he's drank more IPAs than I have. He's drank more IPAs than
Carlos. So yeah.
All right, so we'll move on to the next beer. We downed it. So we got Windows Up from Alpine Beer Company. It's an Indian Pale Ale. It's not a double IPA, nothing like that. This is going to be our hardest IPA of the day. 7% alcohol volume.
How much was the guava?
I don't know. The guava was 6.7. Yeah. So this IPA is extra dank according to the logo.
No way. That's awesome.
I'll show it on YouTube afterwards. I'll go up.
The extra dank.
But this IPA, I'll Instagram this. I'll put it on Twitter and Instagram it. This IPA is extra dank and resinous or whatever. Enjoy its piney aroma. So we're going to have piney aromas and tropical notes from a blend of Citra and Mosaic hops. Like Daniel was saying, remember how earlier he was talking about this the Citra hops and the Mosaic. So all of it's just, I'm assuming it's how they grow the hops, but yeah.
Oh, it has the Mosaic.
The Mosaic hops and the Citra hops. So this is what I was talking about, the citrusy taste as well.
Citrusy one.
So just a quick history in Alpine Beer Company, which Daniel's gonna get into, but I'm just gonna read the logo for you guys. They're a small town brewery nestled in the foothills of the mountains just outside of San Diego. So this is a San Diego IPA.
Nice.
From IPAs and I was about to say lagers, lagers to small batch sours. I'm excited to maybe try the sours in the future. We've been crafting high quality ale since 1999. That's a long time. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of these if it's since 1999. I'm getting scared at the fact that this might not be as good now. Known as the home of pure hoppiness, people travel from the near and far to try special brews. Now you can bring home a little taste of hoppiness from Alpine. So I'm gonna real quick restart the recording on YouTube for the camera. So Daniel will take over for right now.
Okay. So Alpine. Beautiful website. I don't know anything about it.
Alright, so YouTube's up. So I'll edit the YouTube the cuts where I stand up and whatnot. But the fact that they've been around since 1999, because I know some companies like, for example, Bottle Logic, beer company. I don't remember when they started. I'm actually looking that up real quick for Bottle Logic. But I believe like Bottle Logic got really popular in like less than 5 years, and they're really widespread now. But we'll see. Anyways, I'll pass it to Daniel now because it looks like he's ready. Sorry about that.
Because I'm what?
Because he looks like he's ready.
Oh, I'm ready
to explain that.
Oh yeah, so this is pretty interesting. Is that like we have a founder fireman, man. You're also a fireman.
No, don't say that, dude.
Yeah.
X. I was an auxiliary too. I was in like a full-time firefighter.
So it explains about the hoppiness. They're all about the hoppiness. Look at the home of pure hoppiness. We're a small town brewery, and that's what you read that one.
I read that shit.
Home of pure hoppiness. This is perfect.
Yeah, so
perfect ender to the episode.
Yeah, I think this probably might end up being the best beer for people who like pure hops in their IPA.
So this is gonna be intense.
Yeah. So I'll pop it open with this dope ass tiki bottle opener from Hawaii. By the way, check it out on YouTube. I'll probably Instagram it for you guys too, but check it out. You guys ready to hear the pop? Okay, that was a crappy pop. I'm sorry.
I liked it.
The one with the can was a lot better. Right. Once again, by the way, for anyone out there who drinks beer, make sure you pour the beer vigorously. Look it up on YouTube on how to pour beer. But no, I say this to be honest, because a long time ago, me, Daniel, and all my friends, we would always just pour the beer, like trying not to get any head. But you actually want to get rid of that head by pouring it in your cup.
Because back then, head was bad.
Yeah, we always thought like you didn't want the head, you know what I mean?
But now we like head.
But essentially why you don't want the head is because when it goes into your stomach, that head that you don't end up fixing is then gonna end up being in your stomach, you know? So it's gonna really get you bloated. So that's why you want to pour it out when it's here. Because then that foam ends up being in your stomach once it reaches down. Because it doesn't happen in the cup. It'll happen once it falls down in your stomach. So you'll get bloated. Anyways, once again, we're reviewing the Alpine Beer Company. And what was it called? My Daniel. My Daniel.
Windows up.
Windows up from
IPAs,
Alpine Beer Company.
7%.
Yeah, it was 7%.
Alcohol. I don't know what the
IBU on this one. You know what? I could probably guess what the IBU is based on a previous beer, and let's see if I can actually
try it. Did you try it already?
No, I haven't tried it.
Let's see. I want to see this.
Oh my god! All right, so anyone's on YouTube. Okay, so it's pretty hoppy, but it's not a bad. It's actually pretty good for being a really hoppy beer, and I don't like hoppy beers. This is way better than Lagunitas. Right off.
Wow! Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude! It's hoppy, as hoppy as the Lagunitas maybe, but. I give this, like, I don't know much how to grade IBUs.
This is the hoppiest beer.
Yeah, this is definitely the hoppiest beer we had today.
Like an intense tea. You know what I mean? It almost feels thick, but the consistency of the fluid isn't thick. It's the flavor.
Yeah.
No?
So, if I had to guess, the IBU probably of this one is like 80. Maybe 70 to 80.
Probably a easy Google.
Okay, sorry about that. I should honestly mute my phone when it comes to like doing this shit. I don't realize this crap, and I do apologize for all the interruptions earlier. But The Golden Guava earlier one we had was 60 IBUs. So imagine that one with 20% more hoppiness if you guys tried it. And that's what this is. It's hoppier than that. It's definitely the hoppiest beer we had. Probably an 80. I don't know if that's a correct... I'm just guessing. I'll just tell you. But it's definitely not the most hoppiest beer I've ever had. So that's why I say it's probably an 80. And like, look, Google searching about IBUs. It ranges from between 5 to up to 120. So if...
60 with...
Yeah. So if fucking the Golden Guava was 60... then it would kind of make sense that this might be like an 80, 75. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not that much higher. It is higher, but I wouldn't say it's like insanely higher.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what Google says.
And I'll say this. I'm going to give this a rating right off the bat because I'm impressed by the taste of this beer.
Nice.
As a really hoppy beer and someone who doesn't like hops in their IP, like intense hops in their beer.
Uh-huh.
This is impressive to me. I give this an 8.5. Up there with the fruit beer. Actually, if you like fucking hops in your IPAs and you're like just straight up about hops, this will probably be a solid 9 for you. I mean, you probably had more IPAs than me, so you would have a better judgment on that.
Are you talking like me?
No, I mean just in general. People, else. Yeah, just people in general, right? They would have a better knowledge about what their what IPAs they like. But I'm not that experienced with IPAs. I've had multiple IPAs. I never really liked them. So I don't know what kind of taste you guys like, but this is it's hoppy. I think it's a great balance. It's way better than the previous one, which was a balanced hops in my opinion as well. And the previous one I gave it a 6. And this one's definitely like an 8.5, 9. I'm giving this an 8.5 though, because again, giving room for improvement for future. Because I'm not going to get... Until I find a beer that's like, whoa, that's amazing. But this is really good.
Guess what the IBU is on this one. It's going to be fun.
I'm not guessing anymore because I just people on YouTube saw. But I just scooted over and went to see. But apparently it's 41 IBU. But it seems more hoppier than the previous one.
Then it's probably... It has something different then. It's not the hops. Because the taste is like... It can't be the hops then.
Well, it's not the hops, it's the bitterness. So the IBU is the International Bitterness Units. Our chemical measurement of the number of bittering compounds. Oh, so it's not based on tasting. So, okay. So IBUs, even though something might taste more bitter than something else, it doesn't necessarily mean that...
The higher IBU, the more bitter it is.
Yeah, because it's just a chemical measurement. So say they put more bittering compounds into a beer, that beer will have more IBU than a beer that just has straight up hops. Right? Hops is bitter, but they probably added other stuff. But based on definition, the International Bitterness Units are chemical measurement of the number of bittering compounds, specifically isomerized and oxidized alpha acids, polyphenols, and a few other select bittering chemicals. So it's just what makes the beer, like the chemicals that make the beer bitter. So you might actually end up getting a beer that doesn't seem that bitter because it might have fruit, but the IBU might be higher. You know, so... It's crazy though. This is a 41 IBU. It tastes higher than the 60 though. I'll tell you guys this much. It seems more bitter than the Golden Guava we had from track 7. Boom. Yeah. I got it down. What's up? I knew it. I memorized it.
I gotta say though, this is a man's beer.
You know what I mean? Look, I see his face, you guys. If you could see his face right now.
Oh yeah.
He's all smiling. His eyes are glowing. He's glittering. I see a sparkle and a twinkle in his eye. He really likes it.
Did you rate it already? I don't think.
Yeah, I rated it. I gave it an 8.5. 8.5. I was impressed by it. And I don't like IPAs.
It says it's fruity. It has piney aromas.
Yeah, I see the piney notes. I mean, I never smelled any of the beer. So we haven't done that because we don't smell it. We just taste it.
I smell it before drinking it, but I don't.
It smells like an IPA. Honestly, that's all I see.
No, but I can see the pine. I think it's.
I think all IPAs are pine now, right?
What? Yeah. Well, I just don't see the fruity part of it. But maybe because our palate.
I don't see the
tainted with all the other.
So yeah, because we had 2 different beers before this, it might be tainted. But I don't see the The fruitiness there.
I don't say. I mean, honestly, like this is too much of an IPA for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think like we've gone over guys. My
Get ready.
IPA limit, man. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna give this a 6.
Oh, so we're going 6 out of 10. So this will be comparable to track 7, the Expatriate from Sacramento.
From Sacramento.
Damn, I'm good, dude. Look at that. I don't know how the third time I got it down, but so you give me a 6 out of 10. So what didn't you like about the beer? Just curious, just for the viewers.
I think it was unexpected. It was too like. It's doing too many things, and I wanted an IPA, and I think that like all the other like I don't know what it is that extra. I guess I don't piney aromas maybe. No, that's just a smell, but like that extra haziness, or you know what I mean? It's like that. It reminds me of like a soup. Like a beer soup.
All right, you guys, don't drink it.
Too much, man. I was expecting like something like a Lagunitas or like maybe a little lighter than that.
Okay,
but it's weird because it's like it's lighter than a Lagunitas. So it's not as thick.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't expect it like when I taste it, I don't expect it to feel to taste all those flavors at once.
Okay,
you know what I mean? It's like it's unexpected.
If you pay attention to the beer, you can definitely see that the different tastes of flavor. Yeah, you're right. I can see his viewpoint.
It's just complicated.
Yeah. So we got a 6 out of 10.
But I mean, that's not bad. Like a 6 out. Like if someone
that's still above a 5.
Okay, I would choose this over like
Lagunitas.
Probably, yeah. I would, yeah, because but I'm rating like I prefer the Lagunitas, but like when how many times do you have someone with an Alpine beer?
Yeah, that's true.
And where we live, probably like maybe this is like a big thing in like San Diego. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So then Daniel gave it a 6 out of 10. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. So if you combine two scores, that's what 14.5 divided by 2. So that's a 7.25. That's not bad.
No, that's pretty good.
So technically speaking, then our beer of the day for National IPA Day was the Golden Guava.
Golden Guava,
7-track.
Dang.
Honestly,
that's good.
Give it up for 7-track. They actually, I mean, they had a good beer. I'm not denying it.
They're from San Diego.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, Sacramento. Yeah, these guys are from San Diego. Then the other ones were Inglewood. So, and on the ending note of. Like for me, the ending note for the Alpine Beer Company with windows up. Mm-hmm. In my belief, if you like typical IPAs, does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. That's. I think that's what my comment was about too. It's like
because it's a typical IPA.
The expectation of an IPA.
Okay, so you had like high expectations and they didn't meet it.
Yeah, because it went. I mean, it probably met them and went way far beyond that.
Okay. Oh,
you know what I mean?
I think
it was too much.
Yeah. Okay. Then I say. So
for me.
No, that's fine. No, dude, you good, brother. You good, Budz, Beer Budz. We're good. I don't know if you guys can hear that. We can. That's fucking like we just heard someone talking outside, so that's why we were laughing. But yeah, I think if you like, would you say though, if someone likes IPAs are bitter, would you recommend this to them?
I would not recommend this IPA to someone. Wait, you said someone that likes IPAs?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you would recommend this for people who like IPAs and like the hoppiness of
who have tried a bunch of different IPAs and know what to expect. I would definitely be like, check this out.
Okay.
I would even go as far as to keep like a pack at my house and be like, dude, you got to check this out.
Okay, so for IPAs, you think it's good for IPAs?
For IPAs, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but like. Yeah,
you think
it's like a good. Oh, I see where you're.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to interpret. Yeah, okay. I was trying to interpret
it as IPA.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no, that was my personal rating when I gave it an 8.5. I think it's pretty good for an IPA. But no, that makes sense. Like what he's saying. So if you are into IPAs, he does recommend Alpine.
Yeah, because it's a difference. It's a different thing.
Okay, I understand now what you're saying. All right, so cool. That cleared it out for me because I was like, so I mean, I understand your previous point as well. So in Edinburgh, you're saying that, and again, I'm going based on Daniel because I still think he is the go-to for IPAs, no matter what. You would recommend this not to your common drinker?
I would not ask like you to have this one.
Okay, perfect. So you would not recommend it to your common drinker, but you would recommend it to people who like IPAs.
Yes.
There you go, you guys. So Alpine Beer Company, Windows Up would be your recommendation for people who like IPAs, like normal, typical IPAs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was my thought process too. Because when I tried the very first one.
Yeah. That
reminded me of a typical IPA. What was the first one again? I'm blanking out. Right?
That was the 3
Expatriate. Yeah. That was the gold standard for me of today.
Yeah.
But then now this became the gold standard for me for what an IPA is. The Windows Up.
The Windows Up. So this is like your like
standard for what is an IPA. But in terms of taste, I think the top beer of today for me was Golden Guava.
Okay. That's good because then now I think we're learning so much now because like it's hard to rate a beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's all personal opinion, honestly.
Yeah. So then it kind of like when we're talking in the world of like IPAs, then there's like we're rating it as like
people who don't
like IPAs. IPAs or like, you know what I mean?
And like I don't like IPAs, so I'm not an IPA person. So Daniel used to be an IPA person, right?
I'm still
or are you still?
No, yeah, I think I've always, but no, like there's been, I guess I've taken a break.
Okay, yeah. Because I know right now you're like sour porters, stouts, right?
I think right now I'm appreciating like the subtleness.
Okay,
cool. Of some beer, like the Kolsch. So yeah, like the Kolsch. I tried. We went to Ballast Point.
Oh,
and I had this, it was like 100 degrees that day, no shade.
Yeah, the shit was horrible. We went to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, play Pokemon Go. And we got beers. And then, like, I think you had the IPA.
Yeah, I had the IPA.
I couldn't have the IPA because I was in the sun. And I was like, I'm going to do the Kolsch. It was so good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, this is something different.
Okay.
The Windows Up. It's good. But, like, I'm not going to tell someone who's had Bud Light for, like, the past
years to try this. See, I definitely do agree with that point, and I completely understand it. I think if that is the case, I would probably recommend the Golden Guava instead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, I think, yeah, that's why it takes the cake.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
It's like
that makes sense. I agree with your sentiment. Yeah.
Right? For IPA day, you want to tell your friend, like, hey, let's do IPA. It's IPA day. Like,
yeah.
You don't want to tell him to get the windows up, dude.
You don't want to fucking like introduce someone to IPAs with a bad jump into it. So it makes sense. I definitely agree with Daniel's viewpoint. Yeah, dude, that was a pretty good explanation, actually. Yeah, I agree. You know, so ending the podcast, we're just gonna review real quick what each IPA was. Our first one for today was
Three Weavers Expatriate.
Expatriate, Three Weavers.
6.7, 6.9.
At first it was an 8, and then I ended up giving it a 6 out of 10 because it was my golden standard.
So it was your 8, and then it dropped to a 6 after the second beer.
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe I gave that a 8.
Right? I believe so.
Yeah,
8 or 7, something like that. The next one we ended up having was. Do you remember?
Track 7.
Track 7. The Golden Guava IPA. That for me was an 8.5. You know what? I'm gonna bring it up to a 9. Going back to the 9 because compared to the typical IPA, I prefer those type of beers, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Nice. I believe I gave it a 9 as well.
Okay, and the very last one was the Alpine Beer Company, Windows Up. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10 for a typical IPA and for those IPA lovers out there.
Yeah. And I gave it a 6.
Yeah. Hold up, Daniel.
A little too much for me. But I mean, yeah. It's good. It's good. And I mean, these guys have a lot of they have a lot of IPAs. We've only had one out of the, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
6.
It's a lot.
IPAs. So I mean, this is just like a little piece of what these guys are doing, and it sounds like it's awesome. San Diego microbrewery, doing good IPAs.
Yeah,
different IPAs.
Check out our beer company for sure. I think if you like IPAs, it's probably the place to go to in San Diego. Mm-hmm. Definitely check it out. So that was it for IPA day, you guys.
Yes.
I actually really enjoyed the IPAs today, surprisingly, and I'm not joking about that. So once again, this has been Beer Budz. Make sure you guys follow us, dude. Guys, we're going to be starting. We're going to be doing things. If you guys have any recommendations, maybe new things you want to watch, us reviewing food or whatever, anything and everything, because we're always open to new experiences.
Maybe an In-N-Out challenge.
Oh, fuck. I mean, yeah,
In-N-Out versus Shake Shack. That'll be good.
But yeah, it's been Beer Budz. This is Beer Budz Carlos. Before we sign out, I do once again want to say follow us on Twitter. All of it is the Beer Budz. Some of it will have the underscore, but we'll post everything on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But follow us at the Beer Budz on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. What else we got? Twitter, Stitcher, SoundCloud. We're not on Spotify yet. We're hoping to. We're still getting processed through that fucking. It takes a long time to be verified.
Swedes.
Yeah, it takes a really long time. Tune in. Google Play Music, Apple. We're gonna be uploading that tonight, getting it all ready. So we're gonna be on all those things. So make sure to follow us at the Beer Budz. Again, we're on Instagram. That's Instagram and Twitter are probably the best places to keep updated on what's going on. So make sure to follow us on there. So again, this has been the Beer Budz Carlos,
Beer Budz Daniel.
And we're gonna be leaving and drinking some more beer after this.
We're gonna go get cocktails and steak.
A good fucking steak at the Argentine Steakhouse.
We gotta roll though, because it's almost 9.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's fucking late. Yeah, dude. All right, we gotta roll. Anyways, once again, thank you guys for joining us. It's been the Beer Budz. Budz signing out.
Buds are out.
Peace.
Peace.